Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, people been kind of asking me, a couple people here and there, what's my thoughts on Anthony Yarde taking on Artur Beterbiev for 3 belts. I think Artur Beterbiev, the lineal champion too. He held every belt, not the WBA, but I'm not going to get into Dmitry Bivol and they sham over there trying to protect him from Beterbiev. I think he want to fight, but I don't think the people around him want him to fight, but they talking behind me and Buatsi, and I'm just like, my thing is when boxing criticize Al Heyman, or, you know, let's just use Al as the example. Y'all criticize Al Heyman, but then you turn around and do the same thing Al Heyman doing. Is mind-blowing to me. But it's not about that. It's about Yarde, Beterbiev taking on Yarde. I think Anthony Yarde got a damn good chance. I'm not going to do no more traditional breakdowns. I ain't been really watching film breaking down fights since like Errol Spence and Sean Porter. So this shit usually has... Now I just go off recollection and memory. I'm not putting the effort into breaking down film no more. It's no point. You know, it's really no point. It's not a high caliber fights going on. I think it's a decent one. He did lose to Lyndon Arthur. He did get stopped by Kovalev when he should have stopped Kovalev. You know, his coach said empty out the tank, which I'm not mad at that. But if we're going to empty out the tank, let's go to Kovalev body. Everybody knew Andre Ward exposed Kovalev had a soft body. So if I'm going to empty out the tank, I'm going to empty out to the body. The head is usually the last to fall. He should have been, if he would have went to Kovalev body, he would have been world champion. Yeah, Canelo wouldn't have fought him, but he would have been world champion. He had too much Melon in his skin for Canelo. But he would have been world champion. Lack of experience. And one thing about it, you know, then he came back and lost to Lyndon Arthur, came back, beat Lyndon Arthur. But, you know, that experience might be able to help him. But, you know, if I, you know, I give him a chance because Beterbiev coming off surgery. Now, apparently he won 100% versus Joe Smith Jr. Okay? And then he's 37 years old, probably be 38 this year if I'm correct. So another year on this earth. You know, and I don't know if he struggled to make weight. How comfortable, the more comfortable you are making weight, that's why heavyweights have so great longevity. They don't have to cut no weight. That helps the aging process of boxing. But those are two reasons I think he got a chance, and he can punch. You know, and he got some speed. So, you know, if I'm him, you know, what you want to do is use your speed. But the difference about Beterbiev will make him so dangerous. He gonna hit you everywhere, bro. He gonna break you, gonna punch through your guard. He gonna do the stuff that other fighters don't do. It's hard to find those pressure fighters. They don't build them like that no more. Them pressure fighters understand the importance of hitting the elbow, hitting the shoulder, punching through the guard. Not just one good punch through the guard or a good straight right hand like Floyd. They understand how to, you know, just religiously break your guard down. And that's one thing about Beterbiev. And he got that power, speed jab he throw. So, you know, Yarde, man, to me it's tough for Yarde. Man, because the dude can fight on the inside too. So, if I'm Anthony Yarde, bro, man, that's an interesting game plan, bro. Because what I would advise him to do is, I would wanted him to take a little bit of that bulk off and focus on beating this dude with speed. You know. But I understand wanting to be a little bit bulkier so you can take the punishment. Then you be like, well, I want to get on the inside, but he a savage on the inside. That might be the safest place for him. But Beterbiev throw bone-crushing short shots. So it's difficult. But I think the objective is to catch and shoot and hit and miss. But not only hit and miss, you got to make them pay. And I think if I'm them, I want to touch Beterbiev body early on. I want to counter to the body. I want to counter him. You know, I want to counter him. I want my defense to be tight. I want to keep everything in front of me. And I want to sit there and counter. I don't want to set at the end of his shots. But if I can slip to get on the inside, or if I can catch it, or if I can, make him miss and get out of range and get back in range and counter punch. I mean, I think it's about hit and don't get hit when you fight guys like that. You want to make them as inaccurate as possible. You got to be on it. You got to be planted to throw. So when he about to plant, just move him off the spot a little bit. And then that could get you tired. That's really a tough game plan, bro. But I think the objective is to hit and don't get hit in this fight. And when you make them miss, make them pay. It's some body work. That's what I do. It's some body work. He got a great chin. Bang that body. I try to even the eyes. He older. Banging the hip, banging the body, hitting the elbows, hitting them everywhere. But Yarde got some power. He do. Establish your jab. And you might want to just take it to him. You might. You see Marcus Brown take it to him. He took the pressure well, and then he ended up, putting it on Marcus Brown, and he started to put that pressure. He be starting to pressure dudes. And he don't be throwing no punches, bro. He just pressure you with intimidation and footwork. He cut the ring off on Marcus Brown without throwing a punch, bro. So, you just want to make him miss, make him pay, establish your jab, go to the body. That's what you want to do. You want to make him miss. You want to make him pay. You want to go to the body. If he gonna choose to come to him, which that's not the worst idea in the world. That's how you handle a puncher. But if you're gonna choose to come to him, I come to him with body work, bro. But he one of them dudes that can generate power. He can generate power. He can generate the power in short areas. So some guys like to generate power at the end of their shots. That's the best way. So when you smother them and get on the inside, they power not the same without the proper leverage. Some guys just heavy-handed. Some guys will wipe your nose and it's a wrap. No matter where they hit you at, like Julian Jackson, or what range they hit you at, or how they getting leverage or how they doing, they can punch. They can just hurt you. Beterbiev, one of them dudes that can just strong. He can punch. He can hurt you. And I think it's going to be about Yarde catching and shooting, slipping, moving his head, moving his feet, making him miss, frustrating Beterbiev, establishing his controlling with the jab, and touching the body. For Beterbiev, it's just like you got a guy that got some experience. You got a guy that got some experience in Yarde. Now he been in there with Kovalev. Got to taste that. But I just think you do what you did versus Joe Smith Jr. You got a guy that like to, Yarde like to catch shots, return fire, catch slip. That's how he like to fight. He like to kind of go behind the shoulder roll. And with that shoulder roll, one of the things that the weakness is, when you start to aim to the top of the head. When they like that, you want to aim for the top of the head. You want to shoot that jab a little high, or you can shoot it to the chest. You can shoot it to that chest. So, but yeah, you probably want to shoot that jab in there, open him up. That's probably what you want to do. Open him up with the jab. And then just start, breaking him down with your pressure. Touch his body, punch through the guard, hit him everywhere. That's what he gonna do. He gonna establish that jab. Or he gonna pressure Yarde. Yarde gonna come out early. Probably looking to move, hit and move, use his speed. He might come out there looking to knock him out early. I mean, that might be the best thing to do for Yarde. Just come out and just look for a slugfest, bro. Older man, just look to slug it out with him. That might be the best option. But yeah, Beterbiev, he gonna try to, he gonna fill him out. He gonna try to probably establish his jab in round 2, round 1. He gonna just probably do what he did versus Marcus Brown. But it's gonna tell when he hit Yarde, that's gonna change. That's gonna tell everything. Well, he was cutting the ring off on Marcus Brown, and Brown was having some success early. He won round 1. But I was looking, man, when he cut the ring off on him without throwing the punch, I said, yeah, he in trouble. He having some success. I said, oh, he in trouble. And then round 2, he started throwing that power jab. that fast power jab and started knocking off Brown rhythm, and the pressure was already put in. So, you know, and it all started coming together. And he just started, how long can Marcus Brown take a beating? And he took a beating. Took one better than Joe Smith Jr. It wasn't nothing that Derrick James can do. Wasn't nothing that Derrick James can do. Real talk, it wasn't nothing that Derrick James can do. But for Yarde, he might just want to come out there on some Thomas Hearns and Hagler shit and just, you know, and just look to knock his block off. That might be one you want to do, but Beterbiev gonna take his time early on. If he hurt Yarde early on, he gonna take him out. But probably one of the better fights you're gonna see. It's probably gonna be action packed, quite frankly. For as long as it lasts, I got probably Beterbiev winning in 5. I wouldn't be totally surprised because of his age and his surgery versus Anthony Yarde, but I got him running about 4 or 5 rounds. I say 5 to be safe. Yep, I say 5 to be safe. So yep, I say 5 to be safe. And I think he'd knock him out. But yeah, Anthony Yarde just, I don't know why they pursuing this. I mean, maybe they don't feel like they could beat Bivol neither. I guess you're getting a crack at 3 belts. I don't know what's going on 8 Mile, brother. Like, when they do construction in Detroit, they do it. And they take their sweet ass time. But, you know, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Peace.